What's up, everybody? Sock's Way Up back with another episode of Socktown. Just want to start off with a little recap of what I've done off of camera. Extended this area, let it grow up a little bit. We're at 41, almost 42,000 population. Another area over here that I started building up. We have our post office now, and it's causing some traffic issues. Added some high density and some offices. Offices aren't filling in yet, but we added some high density commercial over here. I'm going to revisit that a little bit. I want it to fill in. I was looking at Google Maps a little bit and some how people handle or how real life situations handle these interchanges, and this is pretty accurate to a real life situation. See, another area that we added, look at that, some trouble going on there, was we started building out this university area. We finally have enough students in the university for it to level up after this academic year. Let's take a peek at that. Yeah, just barely, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. Hopefully we have over 500. Gotta figure out why this commercial demand, it frustrates me in this game. It's always saying it has a commercial demand. You build commercial buildings and there's no one to work there. Maybe we're over-educating people. Let's take a peek. No workers. Yeah, uneducated workers they can't find, so yeah. Alright, so the plan today is going to be to get rid of this dirty water. Been living with it for far too long. I think it's time to build a water treatment plant, and that's what we're going to do. Alright, so I pre-built some of the things that or the starting point for us here. Added a little freeway exit. Used one of these pre-built ones. I'm struggling with what to do with exits that naturally need to be on curbs of freeways. I'm trying to get better at that. I'm gonna have to learn how to do that a little bit better. But what I was wanting to do is this whole area here. This is gonna be where our main water comes long term. Let's add a few more of these pumps. I wish there's better assets for these, maybe larger ones. I used to have some custom ones that I used, but I think I've removed those. But yeah, I think that'll work fine. We probably want like a service road or something to these eventually. And the railroad in this whole map has really been throwing me off. I've been avoiding it for so long, and I don't know what we're gonna do about it long term, but it is what it is. It's there. We've been living with it, so we'll continue to. I think I have snapping off. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we want to have a little facility here. Let's turn around this direction so we can see it. I think this is like the main road into it, and then we're gonna come off of it a little bit, and we're gonna add our first advanced eco treatment plant here. Let's do that, and let's fix the water pipes so that it starts getting used. Probably, yeah. Do that, and then we can connect those back up. And I'm not sure what the capacity is. Let's see, 160,000 operating normal. Where does that put us? So I would like to quickly disable these. Let's not delete them yet. Let's disable a few. See how we're doing capacity wise. Starting to drain. It's getting close, so we shut them all off. Alright, so let's pause the game. So that's going to tell us that we already know we're going to need multiples of these. So let's keep it paused. And let's adjust a little bit of what we're doing here. I want above ground. There we go. Thinking out loud. We're just gonna move that a little bit for now. We're gonna sneak up here. We're gonna do a few of these. Build like a full-blown facility here, and I think we're also gonna do a little bit of detailing. I don't think how wide do we need to be for 2 of these? So you can see my thought process here. I'm moving a little bit slower. And that's probably 2, is that? Yeah, that's too close. This is why I shut off snapping a lot, so I can get it exactly. That's still... You could probably handle that, but let's see if our measurement tool can get us an idea. So it's about 10 across, so we need about 20 at least. So let's try that. Snapping back on. Let's go 21. And let's see what that does for us here. $21. That looks like it's going to be tight. I don't know if 2 are going to fit in there. Nope. So we got to go about, let's go 22. And let's just demolish that because I don't like the way that turned out so far. So this road, we're going to go a little bit farther out. Let's start here. And let's go 24 over like so. And let's just pull this right there. And then we'll get 2 of these down. Figure out where we, whoops, already messing up. Figure out where we want the second road to go after that. So if we do that, we have a nice little gap of 2 on each side. And then that tells us where this road needs to go. Nice, okay. And I don't think we'll be able to sneak in because of this, this railroad. Not gonna be able to sneak in another one. But what we could do, let's see what that gives us. Again, we're gonna have to get rid of some of these pipes to get us closer to. Whoa, looks like that one attached already. What we need. Pipes are not the prettiest ever. Let's hit 1. Water treatment. Let's see how close we get once these. Oh, that is not attached. What's going on there? Operating. Is it operating? Says it's still not. Water pipe's still not connected. I disagree. Oh, the joys. Alright, I think I see what was going on there. Alright, so now we got it. I'm sure our city is so upset with us right now. So that gets us close. We're gonna want, is that, yeah, it's operating. We're gonna want 2 more for sure. 2 more for sure. I don't think we can fit them in here. Maybe if we went, no, we don't want the pollution. Okay, so let's pause again. This time, we'll do it this way. We'll plop these 2 down. And then we'll take this main road. It lets us. But if we did that, shut off snapping for a second. Still want the guidelines. Like so. And then we want, oops, there we go, the pipes. Tie those in, no road access though. Forgot to connect the road. All right, so let's see what that gives us. Give it a second for those to become active. Oh, you have to unpause the game. Ha! Perfect, so we got plenty of water treatment. All right, so next we're gonna do a little bit of detailing. Hard enough for me to say. The first thing I've noticed already is I don't like the way these don't match. So I'm gonna use Move It. I'm gonna swap them around. Whoops, gotta select the other one. All right, select that one, rotate them around. And that looks a lot better already. They look a lot more uniform. It's because I placed them down and this road wasn't there yet. I didn't have them aligned with that road. Probably could have just used the regular moving option that comes with the game, but we didn't do that. So now I want to make this look like an actual facility. I am going to use some parking lots here. And let's start with just an entrance here, and then this decent sized one, another entrance there, and I want to mirror that on the other side. So we went 6 out. Let's go out 6, and then I believe that was this one. No, is that too big? No, that's right. Okay. And that didn't go far enough. So we'll bring this out 6 so that we can line up perfect. And that gives us just a little area that we can decorate later on. And then this is the one where you want to make sure anarchy is enabled. I do have anarchy enabled already. So let's go ahead and find our parking lots, or our parking spaces. And sometimes this is hard to align, but here it looks like it's playing nice. And I go ahead and get the big spaces all done before I adjust to the smaller, or the, I guess, what is this, a print tool or a paintbrush that one has 8 by 2, so 16 spots. This one has 3 by 2, so it'd be, well, it looks like way more than 3 by 2. I don't know why it's called a 3 by 2, but whatever. And I overlap those to make it line up a little bit better. I haven't seen it mess up the way the cars park in it yet, so I don't think that's anything to be concerned about. But there you go. So now we have a place for people to park when they come to work. And I probably want to adjust, I want this to be kind of not accessible unless you've come into the parking garage. So let's bring this road down like so, and then we'll do a little curve here like that. So now we're coming to work, we come in this entrance, and that gives us this whole facility to kind of control and make its own. So I wanted to take a look at all of our fence options, not fence, our fence options. And what is that? Oh, that's funny. Park fence, reserve, the oil industry, that might not be a bad one. Ore industry, industrial gate. All right, so my brush is not at single, so we should be able to use this prop tool for this. So if we started from the entrance, so this is like helping with security, I guess you would say. Oh, look at that. That's gonna work. So we put that fence down here, and then we can adjust it a little bit with move it later. That's too much. There. And then I don't know, what are we gonna do with this whole block here? Maybe we go like that. Let's do the straight line. And then let's go from here down so we can line it up. And again, the thought process here is that we are gonna close this in, make it secure. If I can grab that node. Oh, no, it's a single fence. All right, so let's try to just fix that then. Okay. So I'm switching fences. I switched to the oil one. Sometimes custom assets just aren't the way to go. And quickly what I'm learning here is if I use the guidelines to my advantage with these pre-built, oh, we didn't want to do that though. we want to do this. With these pre-built assets and the road guidelines, we can quickly solve what we need to here. And as you can see, this gate already looks, or this fence already looks so much better. So we're gonna keep going with that. Go to right there. And then what I did was I grabbed from here, went on the other one. Let's see if I can recreate this. If we go straight like this, we can then easily use the guidelines, boom, to create that curve. So I've been overthinking this the whole time and not letting the game just do its thing. And I think it was where I was struggling was with the paths and not necessarily with putting fences around roads. So, yep, that's a little bit better. Do that there, and then we can just attach those. Probably back that up a little. How far is that gonna go? Okay, not too far. Grab our fence again. Boom, attach those. Get us here. And that looks a world of difference. And so sometimes, like, the difference between this video and the last video is all that would happen in like 45 seconds with the time lapse, and instead you get to kind of see what I'm thinking as we go along. And at this point it's like decoration time, right? So what I'm thinking is we come into here, we go to some of our custom plants, see what we think would be good around water treatment. Kind of wondering what these would look like. I mean, that might not be a bad start. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then we can fill in the inside with some more color, potentially. Like that, and then up. Cool. Sorry, now let's grab some color. What do these white ones look like? Not too sure about that. Ooh. That's nice. Very cool. So instead of, I could have just went and adjusted this spacing, but what I found to be a little bit easier is if I like the placement already, I can just come in here and do like an offset of it and fill it in pretty easily. Yeah, and I don't think, like, I don't know, those don't seem overpowering. They don't take away too much from the area. That looks pretty cool. Look at that, we got a guy working already, picking up the trash for us. So let's go ahead and let's line some of these bushes out here as well. Yeah, I think so. And then here in the outskirts area, we'll also add some trees. Thought process was hard there. See about how far did we go with this one? All right. That should be fine. Try to make this uniform, but not too uniform. Those are too bright. That doesn't really go with the area. Let's see what else we got. What these? Ooh. I like these tall, skinny ones. Oh, that doesn't render very well. Nice. I kind of dig it. Though it doesn't play well with rendering from afar, which is something I need to work on in my game. It's not set up very well. But let's see, get back to these guys. Oh, those are different. Where were we at? Those are different too. See, I forget the names like instantly. So let's mix it up then. I think I want to do One thing I don't know if there's like an undo button for the prop tool. That would be pretty sweet. But all right, I'm gonna detail this a little bit more and I'll get back to you. All right, so we decorated it a little bit up, added in some color in here to change it a little bit, added a little more trees out here. Overall, I think it turned out nice. I like what we did, and looks like we already gotta say no parking. Already gotta say no parking. The first guy shows up to work and he's already, oh look at that, he went in there. He's already using this where we don't want him to park. So you just go through here with traffic manager mod and the little parking sign, and I'm holding down shift and that'll select a longer part of the road so you can do more chunks at once. And also while we're at it, I don't know if this parking lot's ever gonna be like full, but it would be nice if it would, but we'll see. But yeah, that's gonna pretty much do it for this episode. One thing I wanted to do, let's take a look. It's cleaning. It's slowly draining out. So this area is looking so much better. We can go ahead, get rid of these guys there, and the water's clean. So now the only pollution we really have left, you can see the water, it's getting there. It'll drain out. Some of our industry areas do create pollution. This new one, very little, it doesn't even show up. These ones there's nothing we can do about. This area I do want to relocate. This one probably a little bit. Need to fill in this whole area. There's going to be a lot of our industry warehouses and such. And yeah, I think that'll do it. Again, I hope give me some feedback if you like this format. I like kind of going over my thought process and what I'm thinking. Sometimes the build might be a little bit slower, but I think it's going to look better than the high-speed time lapse. I think there's a time and place for that, and want to kind of give this a go. Again, would love some feedback, and thanks for joining, and I'll catch you on the next episode of Socktown.